So I just finished reading the Summer of Supergirl special, and I have to say I have my problems with this. Let's get into it. So in the comic, there was a backup story where Supergirl had to go and fight this android, right? And this android is one of those like adaptable androids that can adapt to the weakness of the person they are fighting. And so it turns into kryptonite. So it is kryptonite and is weakening Supergirl. Then Mary Marvel comes on the scene. She says Shazam, and then the lightning redirects itself to the android. That's my first problem. How the fuck is that even possible? Even if that can happen, it doesn't just like Zeus or whoever is throwing the lightning. It doesn't just like redirect from the champion to another person. That's my first issue. So now we see the android having the outfit of Mary Marvel, and she wants to go and Mary. She wants to off Mary. Then Mary calls down the lightning again. A Supergirl who was just weakened by kryptonite comes in the way and takes that lightning and redirects it to Mary. That's the second issue. She was just weakened by kryptonite. She just took the full force of pure magical energy and she's still walking. How? This one is a little minor. I won't say too much about it, but still, that's crazy. So after the fight, we see Mary and Kara talking, and then Supergirl tells Mary that Mary tells Supergirl that she's a fan of her and she's everything that she wants to be. Now, there's no real issue with this, but I hate the fanboying they used to make the Marvel family do for the Superman family. Let me tell you like this. Supergirl is based off of Mary Marvel, right? The same writer who created Mary Marvel created Supergirl. The thing about the Superman family and the Captain Marvel family is that they are in a symbiotic relationship. They draw from each other. Superman was first. He inspired Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel inspired Mary Marvel. Mary Marvel inspired Supergirl. So, like, this thing, it's not like it's that much of an issue, but, like, I feel like it's a real disrespect in the real world, considering that Supergirl is based on Mary. And then now, in 2026, Mary is the one that is trying to be based on Supergirl. Do you understand? Like, it just messes with history. It's not too much of an issue. I'm just pointing this out. Like, it really gets to a point. I mean, saying Billy was a fan is okay, but then Mary, I'm not rocking with it. Next, we just see them sharing their backstories, bonding over being orphans. And then this is also another big issue I have. We're still with the new 52 origin for this character, the Shazam family. Let's carry on. And so nothing too much is happening. We just see them bonding. And it's all around. It's a nice issue, right? It's just that the caveats of the history of these two characters, the history of Superman and them, that's just where the problem lies for me. Because I'm a passionate fan. Obviously, you read this and you say anything, but I'm a passionate fan. And so another thing, why the fuck is she still in this new 52 outfit? We have dropped this for the Captain Marvel mythos. The thing about Captain Marvel, some writers and some artists, they don't even check what's going on with the character currently. They just regress to the most popular version. We've literally dropped this outfit. But anyways, good. At least someone remembers that Mary Marvel exists. So yeah, they call themselves the women of tomorrow or whatever. But now here's where my other problem is. So in another story, we find out that the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths was canon. It is canon. So that means Infinite Crisis is canon. That means Final Crisis is canon. That means the storylines where Mary was Darkseid's pawn is canon. The storyline where Mary helped, was it Linda Danvers? I think it was Supergirl's clone where she became some kind of angel, is canon. So if all those stories are canon, how is she meeting her now? The only way that story we just looked at would make sense is if that was them meeting for the first time in the new 52 timeline. Because how Crisis on Infinite, the thing about this, right? They take everyone from Superman, Supergirl, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash. They took all of these guys, they took them back to the status quo, which was post-crisis timeline. But the Captain Marvel family, they are leaving them in the new 52, while the things that happened before the new 52, that conflict with the new 52, still happen. So it doesn't even make sense. How are they meeting for the first time now and just bonding when they have met before? They've met before Crisis on Infinite Earths. They met after Crisis on Infinite Earths. They met before Infinite Crisis. They met during Final Crisis. And then they are just meeting again for the first time now. How does that work? The only way this story we just looked at, the only way it makes sense is if that's them in the new 52 timeline. All in all, it's just a cute little cheeky story. But one thing I'm really tired of is the fanboyism they make the Marvel family have for the Superman family. Look, Billy's own is understandable, right? Billy was a boy and Billy debuted early. For as long as Wally West has been Flash, Billy Batson has been Captain Marvel. So by now, he shouldn't even be that fanboy anymore. Superman is his peer. Genuinely. Though he's older, he's his friend, he's his peer. Same thing with Mary. The time Kara Zor-El came back to Earth in Batman and Superman issue 8, right? Mary had already been a hero by the time Kara came. Sure, I can allow Mary, I can see Mary being impressed and liking Supergirl, but I feel like they should like each other more as friends. This one that they just did, that was kind of like reverence. Though they did bring it down to them wanting to be sisters, friends that like they related to each other through their orphanage story. But you see, in the beginning, she said she just wants to be like her, she wants to be everything about her. These guys, Mary has been a hero longer than Kara was. Even though Kara is like a woman, but then she's physically young. Mary has been a hero for that long, but because of that shit New 52 that just regressed every single thing, that's why we're having stories like this. Look, I'm just a super fan and I love my history, but damn, I'm just tired of the fanboyism. They can like stop. Can you like make the Marvel family stop sucking Superman's dick? Like they can hop off it. Like they're riding it too hard.